Buying Guide Show, the best new computer products and technology gadgets of the year. Want full motion video on your PC for $99? We'll show you the new QuickCam. Want the ultimate new handheld organizer? Check out the OmniGo from Hewlett-Packard. Are you a Jacques Cousteau fan? Now you can be the captain of your own underwater explorer with a new CD-ROM simulation called Cousteau's World. Plus, the newest version of Video Director. It lets you edit home videos on your PC. Much, much more, including Giles Online and this week's computer news, all coming up next on this special edition of the Computer Chronicles.
The Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Acer America, proud supporters of intelligent programming, computer or otherwise. Additional funding from the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. We've brought in some old redecorated furniture here, as you can see, to help celebrate this 12th annual Consumers Buying Guide Show. And we have lots of special guests from the computer world joining us today with the absolute best new computer products of the year. And getting their first shot at the favorite goodies of the year are Tim Baharin of Creative Strategies, Chris Gorman, who's editor for AOL's First Look column, and from Macworld Magazine, Suzanne Courteau. Okay, guys, we're going to start with you, and what are you going to show us, Chris?
Very cool product. Cousteau's World from Interactive and Jean-Michel Cousteau's Productions, elder son of Jacques Cousteau.
Son?
Right. First in the series, this one having to deal with the coral reef cities under the sea. In it, we have a choice of 7 different labs to go to. This is the Adaptations Lab. And in each lab, there are a variety of different things for the user to explore. Here we have the uses of color, camouflage, coral reefs during the day and night, and fish adaptations. And there's always an introduction by Jean-Michel himself, who introduces the whole concept of what you're going to be seeing.
Can we hear some of that, Chris?
Welcome to the Adaptation Lab. Here, as everywhere on Earth, everything is constantly adapting.
It sounds exactly like his father. There's about 40 minutes of video in this particular product. There's about an hour's worth of narrated slideshows. Very cool product where you get the same type of PBS quality that you see in all the programs, but you have it in an interactive avenue.
Cousteau documentary series.
Right.
And you can explore the different oceans and bodies of water.
Different oceans, different kind of sea lives.
And look for fish
effects.
and reefs and all that kind of stuff.
Very cool product, $39.95 from Interactive.
Wow, sounds great. Okay, you're up, Suzanne. What are you going to show us?
Well, a new HTML program for making web pages.
Okay, so this is if you want to create your own personal web page?
Your own personal web page, but do not want to deal with HTML.
Right.
Which a lot of people don't like because it's code heavy. This is called Adobe PageMill. It's about $99. The 2 great things about it: 1, no codes. 2, you see immediate results. So just like in any Mac program, if I highlight text, I can go right up to the menu bar and make changes and see the results.
So you're protected from all the HTML program code stuff, and you just say, here's what I want it to look like, and it generates the code underneath for you.
That's right.
HTML for dummies.
You know, this is really cool, though, when you think about it. I mean, right now, the guys that have been doing web pages have been commercial ventures or corporations, right? And yet, all of us would like to have the ability to do something similar. And with AOL now actually letting you have your own web page coming down the line,
that's right.
This is a great tool to make it very simple. It's drag and drop.
So everyone will have their web page.
They could.
Their own web page. So. Okay, so show me, how do you do graphics on this then, Suzanne?
Oh, easy. Push that button.
Push a button.
Pick the file. Pops it right
it.
in. That's it.
So you don't. It's a really no-brain type situation, huh? Okay, and how about hot links? Can you do that?
You sure can. I don't know how.
But it says on the box you can do it.
I've been told that you can do that, and it's very easy.
Is this a Mac-only product?
Currently, yeah. Adobe has plans to come out with a Windows version, January?
Okay, so it's called PageMill.
PageMill from Adobe.
From Adobe. And we're saying $99.
99.
Wow. Tim, you're on. What do you got?
Yeah, Stuart, we're going to talk about and show you here a product called QuickCam from Cnet Corporation. And this is a little camera.
Chris is holding the camera.
Right, and what we can do is we can go in and actually take a movie. We'll record what we're doing. So, hi, folks.
So let's get a little action going here. So that's real time. That's your viewfinder.
Right, then we can go back and actually play the movie just as we recorded it.
Hi, folks. So let's get a little action going here.
That's right.
Oh, that's cool.
But what's interesting about this little camera here is inexpensive, like 129 list, 99 retail. And then you marry it with this, which is the Connectix video phone software that allows you to run over ISDN or a LAN, and you have like $169, $179 system to let you have a video phone. And interestingly, it actually even works over standard twisted pair, regular telephone lines. It's just the recording rate or the actual compression rates are a little bit low. But if you had a version of this and I had a version of this, you and I could actually do video phones now.
So we could do picture phone, video phone type stuff just off our PCs or Mac.
Right.
Just using this stuff for $250 or something.
It's really nice, yeah. And the potential exists because you're actually taking pictures. And that happened to be a movie, but we could actually do snapshots and just drop that into a Christmas card or a, any type of greeting card we want in the future as well. It's a really neat little product and has a lot of potential.
So for about $100, you get the camera, you get the software. And then it plugs into what? The parallel port?
Parallel and the keyboard, because you're getting the power from the keyboard.
Power off the keyboard goes inside through the parallel port.
Right.
And then the other thing is, you can take these little videos and dump them into any document, right?
That's right.
It's just a regular video file or graphic file.
Yeah, an extremely low-cost way of doing that.
Wow. Okay. So it's QuickCam from Connectix, and it's about $100 or something.
About $100 for the camera, about $59, $69 for the software, and available on the store shelves now.
Yeah, I play with that thing. It's really great. I think for 99 bucks or
Really
whatever
easy.
it is. I mean, it's the most fun per dollar on my PC I think I've ever had. It's really cool. Okay, we got some other things to play with, and Chris, what else do you want to tell us about?
Popular Mechanics Car Guide for 1996. Over 7,500 different models for anybody interested.
Fix cars or buy cars?
It's to buy, to lease.
How to buy a car.
Exactly. Tips on how to deal with your dealer, how to check over a used car yourself.
Is it multimedia? Is there video stuff in there?
Video stuff. You can customize your car if you want to and check out different colors. About $30 in the stores now.
Wow.
Terrific little tool.
Are you using it? You shopping for it?
I'm shopping for a car, and I'm using it right now.
All right, I'll have to get a copy of that. Me too. All right, zip drive, Suzanne, tell us about it.
That's right. If you have a friend who has a stack of floppy disks sitting on their desk,
like me,
this is a great gift, because with this little tiny cool purple drive, you get a floppy disk sized media that holds 100 megabytes.
Wow.
Yeah, formatted about 94.
Now, the cost on that, I believe, is inexpensive, too. That's like $200 for the drive, and then each disc is, what, $20, right?
Yeah, and that's list, so you know you can find it cheaper than that.
Yeah, and what makes that interesting is it actually changes the way you might look at hard drives. Right now you have a fixed hard drive, and all of a sudden now I've got 100 megabyte cartridges where I can put images and pictures and special files that don't even have to be in the hard drive, as well as great for backup.
Yeah. So you can just carry this thing around. Does this require AC, Suzanne? Or can you battery run that?
No, this comes with an adapter.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it's a zip drive. It's how much money?
$200.
Wow, okay. Very cool. What do you got, Tim?
Yeah, Stuart, this is the new OmniGo from Hewlett-Packard. Now, this is their newest handheld device. Interestingly, this is not like the HP LX 200, which is actually a PC companion.
Right.
Rather, this is more like in the Wizard or the Daytimer type class.
So it's an organizer type
That's
thing.
right. But it's a little bit different in that it actually has a pen, and it allows me to actually put this in a fold around the back mode.
You can write?
So I can write, I can go in and pick up information, I can actually turn it from landscape to portrait anytime I want, and then I can go in, and it's got graffiti on it, so I can actually write.
So it does have recognition.
Good recognition from a company called Palm with this little graffiti. And it's a nice little product. It's $3.99, although I guess discounted you're going to be able to find it for probably under $350.
So it's like a little Newton with a keyboard.
With a keyboard.
Built in.
Right.
And it comes with like all the normal organizer functions built into it?
Address books, note, everything.
Wow.
Nice little product, just on the markets.
OmniGo.
OmniGo from HP.
All right. Well, thank you all very much. Lots of new toys. We're going to see you back a little bit later.
All right.
All right, now my pick for one of the best new computer goodies of the year is a coffee shop. It's one of the best in the growing new trend of cyber cafes. This one is called Cybersmith, and it's in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
At Cybersmith, they serve up a mixed menu of lattes and internet access all under one high-tech roof. Here, newbies as well as wireheads can intermingle as they hop on the internet or sample the latest software.
The underlying concept is that there are a lot of new advances in technology that the general public is aware of but doesn't fully understand. And that would include the internet, to an extent online services, virtual reality, CD-ROM, and this is a place where they can come and see it and do it.
This Harvard Square wired eatery is decorated with fiber optic cable, CD-ROM lights, and cozy wraparound booths. In order to access any of the 53 computers, you'll need a cyber card, which costs $1 for a 6-month membership. Besides surfing the net, you can also try out the latest CD-ROMs, morph your image and print it on a T-shirt, and explore the world of virtual reality. All the software, as well as a wealth of books, are available for purchase. And of course, there's the food: espresso, sandwiches, and desserts, all ordered online. Marshall Smith stresses that Cybersmith is not just for computer whiz kids. The cafe provides a comfortable electronic environment for novices as well. Knowledgeable staff members called Technosmiths are eager to help beginners of any age.
We're selling understanding. We're selling the use of it. We're selling basically time. That's our primary product. With, we call them Technosmiths, who are in the store, who will help you do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Our slogan down there is, I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, and I do and I understand. And that's what the store's all about.
For Computer Chronicles, I'm Giles Bateman.
Have we found something that turns you on yet? If not, we get another shot. Here to show us their picks for the best new computer products of the year are Christine Gretsch of Electronic Entertainment Magazine, Beth Cataldo with Computer Life Magazine, and Paul Schindler, Windows Magazine. And I guess, Beth, we're going to start with you. What neat new toy do you have to show us?
Well, if you know anyone with a camcorder and a VCR,
everyone?
It takes, yeah, pretty much everyone, takes a lot of movies. This is a great product called Video Director. All you need is, like I said, a camcorder and your VCR, and this cable and the software. Once you load it, you play your videos, and you define clips that you're going to compile into your final movie.
So there are your video clips running over there off the VCR.
Right. So I want the shot of this man over here. I'm going to hit Start of Clip on the software, and Video Director has recorded the beginning of the clip. When I'm done watching him, I hit End of Clip.
So you're marking your in and your out.
You got it. And then I'll pause the movie for
the real stuff.
Exactly.
Yes,
it's just like professional software, but it's cheap.
Yeah.
$49.95.
$49.95. So
and,
just software. And the cables, or just the software?
Well, no, the cable also.
That's so all you need is a camcorder, a VCR, and a PC.
Right.
And the software for it.
Exactly.
And so you can edit stuff. But you need a VHS, VCR, and your original camera, so you got something to go up and back.
So you have to have someone who's really interested in doing videos in the first place.
Yeah.
But basically what you can do...
For $49, you can play.
How interested you have to be? How interested you have to be, right. Well,
so how do you actually edit? You showed me how you select the cuts.
Okay, so you select the cuts, and then all you have to do is say Save Clip. Dialog box prompts you, I'm going to say Plant 3, because this is some video of a plant show.
So you can put a little name on each clip?
Right.
Not just any plant show.
Not just any plant show, right. And then you can continue on marking your takes and saving your clips. Then once you're done with that, all you have to do is drag and drop these clips in a particular order that you want them to run. So say I want plant show 2, and then I want to run plant 3 in between those two.
And press go and walk out and come back?
You press go, and your VCR will be ready to go.
So basically, with all the hardware most people currently have, with this you can do your own editing.
Exactly.
Now, can you do different kinds of effects between, or is it just
just cuts? That's why it's inexpensive, right? It's just butt cuts.
Right.
But it's great to take out out-of-focus shots. You know, there's a lot of people that just keep their videos on the shelf because who wants to show them to anyone? You know, you've got that bad...
Who wants to watch all those 4 hours worth of junk? You know?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's called Video Director Home.
That's right.
And it's from Gold Disc?
That's right.
All right, that's great. Okay. Paul, you're on. What are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to show you a great game. Now, you know, Stuart, although not a lot of people do, that I was on Jeopardy, and I am a...
So you know from great games.
I know from great games, and this is one of the most entertaining computer games I've ever seen. It's from Berkeley Systems. It's $50. It's called You Don't Know Jack. Now, it's set up as if you're on a television game show, choice of 1, 2, or 3 players. We've had it be 1 player. It's got music, it's got special effects, and it's got the weirdest questions and categories you've ever seen. Okay. I'm going to start it up here and play a question or two.
Hit me with the category.
All right, I'm going to go for the category, the periodic table and the House of Hanover.
What to do? It's question number.
Every question has one of these animated openings with the chorus,
Table and the House of Hanover.
a value.
The right answer will get you.
Now, if there were multiple players, they could buzz in for the question.
Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the
Just
question.
me, number B.
King George III and other rulers were really made of noble stuff. Which gas might they pass? Chlorine.
Neon is a noble gas.
All right.
Hey, I know my chemistry.
Look at that.
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, these questions are so odd, but the music and the guys chatter every time you play the game.
This is multimedia Trivial Pursuit.
It is,
right?
and it's cartoons and fancy weddings, and there are hundreds of categories, hundreds of questions. It's never seen a game like this. It runs on the Macintosh where I'm demonstrating. It also runs under Windows 95. You can run it under Windows 3.1 if you have Win32s installed. But it's so fancy, it takes a pretty powerful machine to play it well. 4666, I'd say.
Now, why is that? I mean, it's just words and audio.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
It's clever, it's funny, it's well written.
And that takes processing power.
And that takes processing power. Now, I didn't get a chance to read which of these would be incorrect. I don't know.
I think not.
I just lost it because I didn't actually have time to read the question.
So, I mean, this is parlor game stuff. A bunch of people sit around and the computer sort of runs the game.
And the computer runs the game. But it's, it's not like the other computerized game shows I've seen because it's not simple questions and answers. It's not like the home version of Jeopardy. It's exciting, it's interesting, it's funny, it's clever, it's got attitude.
I think you like it.
I think
you like it. Christine, your turn. What are you going to show us?
Okay, I have a different kind of game. It's called Panic in the Park. And this is an adventure game. Much like Myst, it's a first-person perspective. In this case, you're wandering around an amusement park. And the big selling point here, it stars Erica Eleniak, who was with Baywatch, or you may remember her from the Beverly Hillbillies movie, or you may not. Basically, what you're doing, you're wandering around the park, and you're going to interact with these video characters. The game ships on 3 CD-ROM because it contains all of the video. So I explore the park. But what makes this a little bit different and kind of fun for families is that there's also traditional amusement park games in here. Something like skee ball or whatnot. And
so you can just play the normal
so you can do the adventure game, or you can go ahead and just play these little quick...
But what's the object of the game when you're exploring the park? Are you trying to...
You're trying to solve a mystery. We have evil twins. There's an evil twin and a good twin. And the park is up for closure, and you're trying to save the park.
Okay.
So you're looking for the lost deed here. And what I'm doing right now is I'm going to the... Whoops, I didn't want that. I'm trying to call up one of the games so I can show you just the traditional... Here we go down here. The amusement park games that you can
do you have to do these games to win the big game, or do you just stop and have fun and take a break from solving the puzzle?
You do this as part of solving the whole
So you have to play these arcade games to get ahead.
But you can also go ahead and just do them for amusement.
Can you win this without clues and tips?
No, you have to...
Can a normal human being play this game?
Yeah, actually you can, and that's been sort of a complaint of gamers is that it isn't as hard as something else, but it's great for families. And here we're bringing up... You'll recognize this is like skee ball.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
It takes a little practice to get used to the...
You're on the edge there.
Yeah.
I know it's hard, Chris.
So that's basically it.
Okay, so real quick, let's run around. I know you each have a couple more things you want to tell us about. Beth, you go next.
This is the Blockbuster Movie and Videos CD, which has 21,000 videos. You can go through, get some ideas of what to go...
movie you want to
exactly.
rent. Okay.
So you don't have to spend hours in the video store. And it's going to have monthly updates. $3, so you can keep it current.
Online, or you got to buy
Online, yeah.
Okay.
Online.
And what's the other one?
The other one is the Cranberries' new audio CD has these interactive liner notes. So you can go in, put it on your PC, and actually play...
So half audio CD, half CD-ROM.
Right.
That's cool.
And you can go into their photo albums and find out about the history of the band. Yeah, this is where CDs will be going, I think.
Paul Schindler.
Well, I got two quick things to show you. First of all, the PC cam. Now, this is a color camera, $500.
Okay, you brought out this box,
Sony.
but you're talking about this. So I got confused here.
All right.
This is what you're telling me.
This is what I'm telling you about.
Okay.
PC cam. This is a color camera. There's a microphone inside of it. It's from Sony. On the back, you have video outlets and SVHS outlet that can go into any computer or video board.
This is like the quick cam we saw from Tim in the first segment, but this is color.
But it's color, and it's a Sony. No, it's a nice device, and very small, a very, very high video quality.
And how much?
$500.
Okay.
And this is
Now
from Creative
3D
Labs,
Blaster.
3D Blaster, $350. The board of the future for 3D game playing. They're trying to establish a new standard for enhanced graphics in the PC world, and their creative labs, they invented the Sound Blaster. I think they have a realistic chance.
But this is graphics video, not sound.
This is graphics video, not sound. They're moving out. 3D Blaster.
Christine, quickly.
Okay, we have a passion for art, and this is a virtual art gallery. You can walk around, take a look at a collection that you know the public hasn't been able to see. And that's about $40. And then we have Zoop, which is often being compared to Tetris. It's just a quick, really addictive Twitch game.
Okay. If I asked Giles Bateman for his best new computer product of the year, he would no doubt say something having to do with the internet. So let's pop over to Giles' Hangout for his recommendations on our Consumer Buying Guide show.
Thanks, Stuart. There's one application I wouldn't be on the internet without, and that's Claris Emailer. It allows me to input information about all my different email accounts, and then it will bring all those messages into one inbox, and one outbox for that matter, whether it's an America Online account, a CompuServe account, eWorld, Internet, Radio Mail, you name it. And one of my favorite things about Emailer is its address handling. Many of my friends have more than one actual email address, so I can input as many of those as I want. I've got, I think, 176 names in this entire list, and I can choose which address to send to and which address to send from. It will address the message appropriately, send it appropriately, and if I've enclosed any files, it will compress those appropriately. Go to Claris's site, download their free trial version. You won't want to live without it once you've tried it. Now, next, if you are trying to become a webmaster, set up your own website, I definitely recommend Webmaster Macintosh or Webmaster Windows. How to build your own web server without really trying really sums up the entire point. These will teach you how to set up a website from scratch. Now, last but not least, Tim was mentioning this earlier, but the Connectix QuickCam is really cool because if you have it, you can connect and participate in CU-See-Me conferences that look like this.
Thanks, Giles. Time now for this week's computer news. Here's Laurie with the latest from Random Access.
In the Random Access file this week, IBM has agreed to license the Apple Macintosh operating system. The deal allows IBM to sub-license the Mac software to other computer makers that want to make clones. IBM says it has no plans to produce its own clones, but will bundle the software with its PowerPC microprocessors. Adobe Systems is trying to liven up the graphics you see on the internet. Adobe is working with Sun Microsystems to support a new technical format that will mean web graphics will appear the same on any PC. Adobe is also working with Microsoft to create font technology with a single standard for PCs and the internet. Well, more than 40,000 people attended the world's largest internet show in San Jose recently. Bill Gates introduced Microsoft's Internet Explorer at the event.
And so our browser is being integrated into every copy of Windows. Our server capability is being integrated into every copy of Windows NT. And we're providing lots of rich tools that make it easy to build great pages.
Other product introductions included a mini satellite dish for your computer from Hughes Network Systems. DirectPC transmits data 5 times faster than the fastest phone modem available. And VideoNet showed off software to bring live full-color video to your computer from the internet via standard phone lines. Well, have you ever wanted to climb Mount Everest? You can now join a virtual expedition and do so from the comfort of your own home. During the month of May, you can view pictures and read dispatches from climbers by logging on to pbs.org. Now, if you prefer bingo to mountain climbing, check out the Bingo Zone. It's the first real-time multi-user game on the internet. That's it for this week's Random Access. Back to you, Stuart.
That's it for this special Consumer's Buying Guide edition of the Computer Chronicles. I know this all went by very fast. We'll review all the top products of the year for you as we close the show. Remember, we'll be back again next week with more neat stuff from the world of personal computer technology. I'm Stuart Chaffee. Hope to see you here again next time.
The Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Acer America, proud supporters of intelligent programming, computer or otherwise. Additional funding from the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. Videotape copies of all Computer Chronicle shows are available for $32.50. Please order by show number and topic. And for more detailed information about the series, guests, and products featured, you can also order a subscription to the Chaffee Letter. In each issue, Stuart provides his unique insights and thoughts about the fast-changing world of personal technology. Videotapes and the Chaffee letter can be ordered by calling 1-800-800-9520 or by writing us at the Computer Chronicles. For more information on anything you've seen on today's program, check out our website at www.pctv.com.
Tonight on KOCE, Huntington Beach.
What happens when an explosion rocks a spacecraft heading for the moon? When the lives of 3 men lay on the line? Will they make it home, or will they be lost in space forever? The world watches and waits as Apollo 13 goes to the edge and back.
Sunday evening at 9:30. The British are coming. The British are coming. A KOCE night of jolly good telly begins with Waiting for God. Diana's in the hospital and is one cranky patient.
Will you stop that disgusting noise? Hold your breath. Thank you.
Whoa, the unfortunate lad who gets on the wrong side of her bed.
Stuff you, Grandma.
Then say hello, hello to Renee, honored war hero. Irresistible ladies' man.
Let me crush you in my arms.
Oh, very well if you must.
Now what's he up to?
Stop whinging and hand me my bottle.
On Are You Being Served? A royal visit. Grace Brothers rehearses for some very special guests.
Yes, so just undo the bell.
Get a kick out of Mr. Bean? Who else has such a rocky time just walking down the street? Or Brit, you won't want to miss this royal night of British comedy. Friday, June 7th, only on KOCE. Funding for the nightly business report on KOCE is made possible by a grant from the Macbeth Foundation, proud to support programming on KOCE. Crutton & Roth, a regional investment banking and brokerage firm dedicated to supporting emerging growth companies. Crutton & Roth, financing for a better future, and KOCE members like you.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average is the little engine that couldn't. It flirts with a new record high all day, then falls short at the close. Good evening, I'm Paul Kangas in Miami.
And I'm Kathy Seifert in New York. The U.S. trade deficit soars in March, but that may not be bad news. And Lloyd's of London tries to maneuver its way out of a financial...
You can fly the friendly skies of cyberspace. We'll show you how to find discount airfares available only on the net.
The rock opera of the 70s becomes the CD-ROM of the 90s. Pete Townsend shows off the bells and the whistles of his brand new release of Tommy.
We'll take an in-depth look at Netscape's latest version of the new Navigator browser.
And forget punching pins and passwords. Your face may be all you need to access the security system of the future.
Your access is denied.
Got that sinking feeling because you didn't back up your data? We'll take you on a visit to the Drive Savers.
Please hold. That wait for tech support may not get any shorter, but it might get a little more bearable, thanks to some Q jockeys.
Plus the latest news and the best of the web.
And the return of Dave Ross with The Last Word, all just ahead on Cnet Central.
Cnet Central is brought to you in part by Microsoft. Where do you want to go today? Network MCI Business and Pipeline, the home internet provider.
About breaking the chains, stretching the boundaries, and making the world your workplace. About taking your business everywhere and anywhere. About paging, laptops, cell phones, the internet, and conferencing. And it's not conversation or speculation. This is about how one company can give you the help, hardware, and software to make your virtual office a reality. This is about how far you can go once you know how. Network MCI, that's how.
This is Cnet Central.
Hi, I'm Gina St. John.
And I'm Richard Hart. Welcome to Cnet Central.
You know, despite all of the advances in aviation in this digital age, airline ticket pricing remains about as complex as a computer operating system.
That's why the cost of the same seat on the same flight can vary by as much as $1,000, depending on when, where, and how you booked it.
But cyber surfers now have an advantage. Airlines are literally flocking to the World Wide Web, and they're offering the convenience of digital ticketing and discounted airfares that are only available on the net. Flying the friendly skies is becoming a whole lot friendlier these days as major airlines have launched many of their services onto the web. Alaska Airlines, United, and most recently, Southwest are now enabling customers to choose, reserve, and pay for their flights with the click of a mouse. Now net-savvy travelers can skip the long ticket lines and do their booking over phone lines.
The advantages of booking your ticket online are that you get to maintain pretty much complete control of the process.
Ed Perkins of the Consumer Reports travel newsletter has been following the new trends in air travel. He warns that while buying your own tickets online may be easier, it won't necessarily land you the best fare.
If you book online through the airline sites, you are stuck with standard fares. You have no opportunity for discount fares.
But American Airlines' new NetSaver program may change that too. After registering with the free service, you become eligible to buy deeply discounted tickets. For example, NetSaver round-trip airfare from Dallas, Texas to Phoenix, Arizona is going for $109. The same ticket at full coach would be $454. That's a 75% savings. The catch? Airfares are emailed to you on Wednesday, but you have to fly that Saturday and return by the following Tuesday.
It is a win-win situation for both. The airline gets to sell seats that it would otherwise not sell because the flights are certainly limited that way. And this small minority of travelers that can and do the short-term, short-notice weekend trip get some terrific values.
But if last-minute travel cools your jets, Perkins says online auctions are the way to go. At Cathay Pacific's homepage this week, paying $1 will let you bid on 387 round-trip tickets from Los Angeles to Hong Kong. The highest bidders will be able to fly sometime next year. Last year's auction saved travelers a bundle.
And as I understand it, the average price people paid was $1,600, which is about $1,000 less than the published fare for that route.
Right now, only a few airlines are participating in these Cnet promotions, but Perkins says it's only a matter of time before more of them take off. Other airlines already have plans to offer ticketless travel by the end of the year, and if American Airlines' Cnet Saver program takes off, you can expect more of the same from the others. But if you'd like to take advantage of these Cnet bargains right now, then check out Cnet online. There you'll find links to the sites currently offering these expanded services.
Live audio, live video, Java and JavaScript. These are just some of the new technologies behind the most exciting pages on the World Wide Web today. But they are also the source of much frustration if you're trying to get them to work together. Now, Netscape has released 2 new versions of its Navigator browser that aim to take care of that compatibility problem and turn the web into a whole new world. The folks at Netscape never seem to stop working. Netscape's newest navigators, 3.0 and 3.0 Gold, enable webmasters and web surfers to create and view complex web pages and communicate online much more easily than ever before.
Developers should benefit from the Live Connect platform that we're developing on. Corporate users should benefit from the audio, video, and collaboration with the Cool Talk technology. And all users on the internet will benefit from the audio and video and everything that comes with it.
This is CNN.
3.0's Live Connect seamlessly blends audio, Java, JavaScript, and video, even 3D video on a single website. This is a prototype 3D site from CNN.
David Ben-Gurion sent him to represent Israel at the armistice talks at Rhodes, and he had never before worn a necktie.
Hi, Dwayne. This is Tom calling. How are you doing?
Cool Talk is Netscape's new web phone. It lets you talk across the internet while instantaneously exchanging visuals on a whiteboard.
Why don't you go ahead and show me where you went on our whiteboard?
Basically, I traveled down Highway 1 here and all the way into Big Sur.
Is this where you went? It allows for great communication and collaboration. You can draw, you can paint, you can also take screenshots of anything on your computer and paste it on as well.
He was Captain Trips.
Navigator 3.0 also comes with a plug-in that plays QuickTime movies as they download, saving oodles of time.
Grateful Dead.
Navigator Gold also adds easy web page editing. Amateur webmasters can create and publish websites with the ease of word processing. Just click and create.
With Navigator 3.0 and Navigator 3.0 Gold, we're going to see people starting to publish and write HTML in ways that they've really been hindered. And with just a host of the new capabilities coming in Navigator 3.0, we hope that many people will start developing and using based on the Navigator platform.
Final versions of both Navigators are expected sometime in June, and prices will start at $79 or $29 if you're upgrading. If you just can't wait and are willing to put up with a couple of bugs, you can download a free pre-release version at www.netscape.com.
Coming up, the password of the future may be as simple as the nose on your face, and a look at the new Tommy CD-ROM.
Watching Cnet, the computer network, on air, online.
Brought to you by the world leader in Windows graphics software, Corel Print House is the fast and easy way for everyone to create great-looking greeting cards, stationery, banners, and more. Work with professionally designed samples or start your own creations from scratch. With Corel Print House, it's only a few easy steps to any printing project. Get creative. Get Corel Print House, the easy all-in-one graphics powerhouse exclusively for Microsoft Windows 95.
If you'd like Cnet's free weekly electronic newsletter, Digital Dispatch, send email to subscribe@cnet.com. You'll get behind-the-scenes previews of CNET Central and CNET Online, as well as the inside word on breaking news in the digital world. It's easy to get, and it's free. Just send email to subscribe@cnet.com.
で、お子さんたち新しいコンピューター気に入ったの？
それがまだ立ち上げてないんだ。何しろ僕は不器用なもんでね。
うちじゃアクティバがみんなに大人気。IBM のホームコンピューター、CD ラムがついてて、トップトップいっぱいあるし、箱から出してすぐ使えるようになってるんですよ。
単位でもセットアップできるってわけ？
腕はいらないのよ。
Apple Computer this week announced a new business strategy it hopes will make the company profitable again within 1 year. Apple says it will cut in half the number of Mac models by next spring and pare back the number of operating system versions it offers from 6 to 1. The company also plans to focus heavily on the Internet, promising to build easy plug-and-play net access directly into the operating system by the end of this year. The first online service to offer Internet access has new owners today. Prodigy has been sold by IBM and Sears, which started the company in 1984. The struggling service has been sold to a group including International Wireless and Prodigy's CEO, Ed Bennett. Bennett promises to revamp Prodigy to make it more flexible, efficient, and competitive. And Intel has teamed with Dimension X to develop a new online game using liquid reality technology. The game, called In the System, combines virtual reality modeling language with Java to produce online graphics like these. In the game, participants team up to navigate through a virtual world, exploring the inner workings of the PC and the net.
For over 30 years, The Who have been captivating audiences with their music. Well, if you've been wondering what they've been up to, look no further. They've just released their famous rock opera, Tommy, on CD-ROM. First, there was the music. Then came the movie. And if that wasn't enough, there was also the Broadway play. Well, now, Who fans can celebrate with the convergence of all of these media into one with Tommy, the interactive adventure. The disc takes you on a trip through Tommy's 30-year history, chronicling its inception to the present day. Pete Townsend, the creator of the original rock opera, recently talked about what it was like to relive it once again.
It felt very much like any other process. The only difference really was that I kind of went into my filing cabinet, you know, and pulled sheet music, early notes from the studio, the recording with The Who, notes that were taken from the film set, bits and pieces like that.
Some other bits and pieces from the disc include an extensive media archive with rare demos, videos, and interviews with The Who.
For me, Tommy's just always embodied the human spirit. There are those chunks of your life where you are deaf, dumb, and blind.
It's an important, dare I say, sociological event. It really does bear close examination, and that's what the CD-ROM tries to do.
The Tommy CD-ROM will cost you around $40.
High technology has become such a part of our daily lives, partly because you no longer need to know much tech to use it. I mean, take ATMs and cellular phones. Often it's enough just to know a PIN and a password. But even those might be going away soon, replaced by something you own that can't be forged or stolen or hacked: your face. Each year, U.S. companies lose billions of dollars to theft, embezzlement, and fraud. To increase security, metal keys have evolved into magnetic keys, and now the latest incarnation, face keys.
the spacing between the eyes, the mouth, the chin.
Using Sun workstations, the Miros Corporation's True Face recognition system takes a picture of a person and then enrolls it in a database.
You are now enrolled.
Later, a camera, either on top of the computer or outside a building, records the image of the person trying to gain access. Depending on your system, the software can compare anywhere from 270 to 10 million faces per second.
I'm going to type in the ID I assigned to her, and we're going to go do a verification.
Because the system measures fixed facial characteristics, it's not fooled by changes in your daily appearance.
Your access is allowed.
Now that we have verified Betsy, I'm going to verify my colleague Paula Goglovac against Betsy as that ID. Okay, we're going to capture the face at this point.
Your access is denied.
The application was able to determine that the ID that was used for Paula does not match the face of Betsy.
Actually, Paula Goglovac is more than a test subject. She's Market Segment Manager for Sun Microsystems' Criminal Justice Department. She says the market for high-tech crime-fighting tools like this is growing every day.
In the criminal justice and public safety area, it's about a $6 billion market in the U.S.
Other entries into the field include Identification Technology International. With the slogan, "Your face is your PIN," its one-on-one identity recognition system is similar to the one you just saw. But with this system, your facial data is stored on a credit card. Using a completely different approach, technology recognition systems' thermograms also photograph the face, but they record the heat emitted from blood vessels underneath the skin, creating an image they say is totally unique. Among the various developers, there is still quite a difference of opinion about which system is the most reliable and cost-effective. It might be quite a while before you see this technology at your local ATM.
Just ahead on Cnet Central, backing up may be hard to do, but the alternative could be worse.
And queue jockeys make waiting on hold just a little more bearable.
When you buy a computer factory direct from Gateway 2000, our tech experts are there for you around the clock. What keeps them going?
4 hours. When I fix their problems, guys that I don't even know will just come out and say, "I love you, Gretchen. I'm married." At least I know I still got it.
Gateway computers feature the Intel Pentium processor. And the only way to get them is to call 1-800-GATEWAY. You've got a friend in the business. Give us a call.
You're watching CNET. On air, online, interactive.
This is about how your business can build new profit centers without bulldozing your budget. About looking bigger than you are. This is about call centers, people, and technology that can capture new customers, answer questions, and process orders 24 hours a day. And it's not just for the rich, the powerful, or the daring. Because there's a way you can get the help, hardware, software, and advanced toll-free service to create your call center. All you have to know is how. Network MCI, that's how.
The internet has tons of information on thousands of sites. The problem is, it's hard to find what you need. A search engine is a tool that helps you find what you need. The problem is, there are hundreds of search engines. The solution is Search.com. More than 250 search engines all in one place. Whether you're looking for a hotel in Hong Kong or a movie playing in your neighborhood, it's all here. Search.com. More than 250 search engines. Why choose one when you can have them all? Best of the Web is brought to you this week by Microsoft. Where do you want to go today?
Each week we take a look at some of the best sites on the World Wide Web. On the menu this week, Coca-Cola, the Internet Expo, and Cybertown. First up, Coca-Cola. This attractive site is a tribute to all things Coke. You can check out a plethora of print ads, hear catchy little radio jingles, even watch a TV ad for Coca-Cola. up, the Internet World Expo. This site was built to commemorate the state of the net in '96. Archival photos of previous World's fairs spruce up the site. There are links to sites like Earthwatch and the MIT Media Lab's Brain Opera. Finally this week, there's Cybertown, an enormous multimedia web directory. You can listen to music in the background while surfing. One of the coolest things at the site is a virtual drum set. Click on the drums with your mouse, then play back your beat. For more on the best of the web, go to www.cnet.com, where you'll also find out about banking on the net and a downloader's guide to video games.
You know, I can't tell you how many friends I have with their life's work on a hard disk drive like this one who've never backed it up. And then one day, disaster strikes. When that happens, who are you going to call? Well, maybe a company like Drive Savers. In this age of cyber time and hyperspeed, when do you have time to back up your files? You're a mover, you're a shaker, on the go. And you can always back up later, tomorrow, maybe. And then tomorrow comes and goes. You've lost everything. Is there any hope? Well, you can start by calling someone like Scott Gaidano, a data recovery specialist. His company, Drive Savers, based in Novato, California, is one of only 2 in the country thoroughly equipped to save lost data.
This one's a fire in Sausalito recently. This is the power book from the bottom of the Amazon.
All of these disasters, or disgasters, have one thing in common: a 100% recovery rate on all data.
You know, it was severely burned. It was actually looked like an oyster like this all over, and we had to crack into it and pull the jewel from the machine, which is this drive, and then we were able to get the data off of that.
I have to say that there is a picture on my PowerBook drive that is very important to me, and I'll never be able to get a picture like it again.
Thanks.
Sure.
When all else fails, and you can't just plug the darn thing in and recover the data, it goes into intensive care. This is the clean room. In here, the air is 10,000 times cleaner than the air you're breathing. This is the point where the technician begins his data recovery miracle. After removing the actuator and electronic parts, he dips the platters into a solvent. That displaces the water so it won't stain. Once hooked up to a computer in the clean room, what's left can be transferred to an external hard drive and reloaded onto a disk.
Mission accomplished. Your file is on here.
Yes!
Keep your fingers crossed.
Hey, if you can resurrect the king, you must be good. For those of you who are saying to yourselves, oh, so I don't have to back up. I can always take my computer to Drive Savers. Let me tell you that recovery starts at $300 and can run up into the thousands. So 2 words of advice: back up. We'll be right back.
I don't know if you believe in ghosts.
I mean, I could be the devil in disguise.
Fear can be a great motivator. I don't know. Is there something wrong with having a career?
Don't you like to hang around good-looking people?
I will listen to you with an open mind. I'm worth the effort. I really am.
Man, it takes the edges off.
I'm just taking baby steps.
I wonder where you fit in.
那生意怎么了？不太妙，市场部老是收不到工程部的最新数据。你需要 Lotus Notes 在网络上自动复制更新的数据，这样每个人都可以随时得到最新的信息，甚至是环球网上。这样就能知己知彼，百战百胜。一点儿也没错。
Maybe it's an indicator of the times or just the cost of living in the 90s. Either way, waiting on hold for computer technical support has become accepted, if not loved. But some companies, in an effort to ease the wait, have turned to the Q Jockey. If you need assistance, please hold. How many times have you heard that line when you need customer support for a software problem? But how about this?
Semantic antivirus from Macintosh. The longest call holding there was about 3 minutes.
This is a totally 90s kind of job. a queue jockey.
Bringing you music, news, and traffic in the queues. This is Radio Semantic.
Once you're into the queue, you will hear the QJ tell you how long you can expect to wait on hold. Then you can make an informed decision on whether you want to hang up and maybe try again later, or put it on the speakerphone and go get a cup of coffee.
Symantec and Microsoft are two of the biggest software companies that provide these live QJs 5 days a week. Coming up with a playlist is sort of difficult because such a wide range of people use computers. So you'll hear a lot of middle-of-the-road stuff, soft jazz, oldies, mellow rock, and classical. Microsoft issues a monthly Top 30 playlist, a recent list ranging from Jackson Browne to Amy Mann to Frank Sinatra. Symantec's QJ says he has many satisfied listeners.
A lot of times someone will finally get to the rep and they'll go, can you put me back on hold? I really like that song, you know? So it's like, sometimes I guess the holds are a little more entertaining than the actual reps themselves.
Symantec gets about 15,000 calls a day from around the world. And while some may enjoy being put on hold, most of those callers hope they never hear the queue jockey at all.
Thank you for calling customer service. This is Billy. How may I help you?
Well, I can't say that I actually enjoyed my time on hold, but I am thinking about getting better speakers for my telephone.
Well, here's one song you're not likely to hear on the Microsoft support line. Our own Dave Ross is back with his ode to Bill Gates.
Well, like you, I find myself using my computer for just about everything now, but unlike you, I decided to write an ode to the one person most responsible for bringing us into this info paradise. Why won't you simplify my life, Bill Gates? I bought all your latest software, and yet I still work late. You've given me the power to do anything I want, which is why I just spend 7 hours playing with all the fonts. A secretary used to work right behind those doors. She would call me by my name. She could spell check with her brain, and I much preferred her face to yours. But now I'm all alone, Bill Gates, and it's finally come to this. Every odd and end and half my closest friends have been transferred to a compact disc. I know your vision of the world, Bill Gates. Instant information access, wisdom while you wait. Television, banking, stocks, encyclopedias too. All displayed once all of us have paid a modest fee to you. A modest fee to you. I'm Dave Ross, and I get the last word.
That's it for this edition of CNET Central, and don't forget to visit CNET online.
Just point your browser to www.cnet.com and click on CNET Television.
There you'll find additional information about everything you've seen on the show, plus much more.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
CNET Central has been brought to you in part by IBM, Solutions for a Small Planet, Network MCI Business, and Corel WordPerfect, the world's best word processor. When you tune into Bloomberg Information Television, this is what you'll see.
I'm favorite kitchen knife. We'll make homemade cleanser with baking soda. Martha Stewart is sponsored by Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change.
All across America, there to see us through. Just around the corner, a neighborhood Jiffy Lube.
Americans are tough on cars. That's why we recommend service every 3,000 miles. And we offer Pennzoil.
3,000 miles, you make us smile. America's Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change.
You know, more people are walking this way, so they're in a better position to find multi-meal cereals. They're usually down here. You should try it. Multi-meal tastes every bit as good as these. See? Bet you can't tell the difference. And they cost about $1 less. Malto meal. See if you can taste the difference. You really ought to come down here.
To demonstrate the unique construction of a Simmons Beauty Rest pocketed coil mattress, we're dropping the ball. On the competition, that is. The leading competitor's mattress relies on linked springs, so when your partner moves, you can get disturbed. But only Simmons has the Beauty Rest pocketed coil construction to help give you undisturbed sleep. No matter what's rolling around next to you, Beauty Rest by Simmons, the Do Not Disturb mattress. How much difference will you feel on a Beauty Rest? See for yourself at a Simmons retailer near you.
JCPenney is pleased to announce a radical innovation for your home. Sheets. The first wrinkle-free 100% cotton sheets by Classic Traditions. Right out of the dryer, these all-cotton sheets are soft, comfortable, and never need ironing. Their special design allows them to fit today's fuller mattresses. Just look for wrinkle-free sheets and a whole lot more right now during our white sale, where you'll uncover great savings on almost everything for your home.
JCPenney.
Warning, another dull Tuesday coming up. For your own sake, save it. Serve Rosetto pasta. Your family will get an authentic pasta dinner with the ease of boiling water. And your Tuesday dinner experience will change. Sibling rivalry will disappear. Telemarketers will stop calling. The dog will lie down with the cat. And a calm will descend as Rosetto's tender tortellini with its ricotta, romano, and Parmesan cheeses finds its mark. So get the Rosetto out of the freezer case. It works. It's been tested by people with mouths, and Tuesday can happen any minute now.
A lifetime intimate portrait. She endeared herself to millions, yet never found lasting love. Explore the public image and the private pain of a true Hollywood legend. Intimate Portrait. Marilyn Monroe. Sunday at 10 p.m. on Lifetime.
You're afraid to be alone with me.
So most women don't file a lawsuit because they're scared.
Rena Sofer.
Then I'll be the exception.
Hostile Advances, the Carrie Ellison story, a Lifetime original movie. Premieres Monday night at 9 on Lifetime. Television for women.
My magazine is giving away so much stuff to new subscribers that all I could think of is those Ginzu knife commercials. You get almost 40% off the cover price.
There's more.
You get a free Good Things Guide for the holidays, so you can make all these wonderful things.
But wait.
You get a free Good Things Guide from the kitchen and a Good Things Guide from the garden. All for 4 easy payments of just $5.99 each. Call 1-800-525-3700. Operators are standing by. It's a ridiculously good thing.
Tefal, the #1 brand of nonstick cookware, is about to change cooking with this exclusive anti-warping stainless steel disc. This is Armor All. Inside, Armor All's unique non-stick surface stands up to scratches like never before. The result is a non-stick pan that's built to last, inside and out. That's Armor All, yours to depend on, from Tefal.
In the Stanley Laboratories, we find out just how good our decorative mirror doors are by opening and closing them over 100,000 times. Funny, isn't that the same way you do it? Decorative mirror doors from Stanley.
The Libman Precision Angle Broom. Dirt can't hide from it.
Miss Allison McTerry loves her strawberry. So it's Juicy Juice from Libby she'll choose. And her mother is glad, for no sugar do they add. And it's made with 100% juice. Juicy Juice. 100% juice for 100% kids.
Provocative, intelligent, exciting. Hunter Douglas, the leader in window fashions. Radiant, innovative, extraordinary. Hunter Douglas is all these. It alone can dramatically change the feeling of a room and its inhabitants. Call 1-800-HUNTER-D for a free brochure that will show you how Hunter Douglas can change the way you see your world. Hunter Douglas, changing the world, one window at a time.
We're proud to announce that this model not only passed that famous ball bearing test, it surpassed it. It's the Dirt Devil MVP with maximum vacuum power. Just think what it can do in your home.
Morning, guys. Just when you think your diarrhea medicine is working.
Oh, boy. What's wrong?
It can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in just one dose, instead of dose after dose, more than a third of a bottle of the pink stuff.
And Imodium AD is even better than the leading prescription.
I told you we should have stopped for Imodium AD.
Imodium AD, one-dose relief you can count on.
What makes a home is for people to feel comfortable.
I like pillows in the house.
I think it's nice to be able to make the stuff and the colors and the style.
People can relate. They can save money. They can learn new ideas.
People watch our home who are creative, like to do things, craft kind of things, or like making different meals at home. And
we like chocolate cake with vanilla frosting.
Right, and Spam with eggs.
Today at 12:30.
That's good.
Only on Lifetime.
Catch it daytime.
Home improvement.
Decorating.
Household projects. Do it yourself. Save money.
Good idea.
Explore your world. Daytime.
On the Discovery Channel.
Someday, satellites will help summon emergency assistance to vehicles at the push of a button.
Help is on the way, Mrs. North.
But you'll have to wait for that innovation. Okay, you've waited long enough. The personal security package with rescue. Available only on the Lincoln Continental.
A business suit.
Cool. A shoe buffer. It's a tie pin thingy.
My own mutual fund.
Presenting the gift of shares, a mutual fund gift from Alliance Capital. For just $250, you can give a graduate a jump on retirement. The gift of shares, another way Alliance Capital offers mutual funds without the mystery.
At Citgo, when you team up our super premium gasoline with our Super Guard motor oil, you'll get all the high performance and reliability you demand. So, prepare yourself to be totally blown away. Super premium performance. Citgo says go.
There's more soap residue in your clothes than you think. So you'd better call Rain Soft.
Tonight on Wild Discovery. Wild. Just as busy as can be. Get up close and personal. What it's like to be a bee. Creepy Creatures continues on Wild Discovery. Tonight at 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Nobody. Tired of freeway hassles looking for a new car? Tired of searching some distant auto mall? Why not treat yourself to a better deal right here in your own backyard? Community Pontiac Buick in Whittier offers you friendly service, the same selection, and such low overhead you could save yourself hundreds of dollars. What's more, Community Pontiac Buick is here for you after your purchase with an award-winning service department. So treat yourself to Community Pontiac Buick on Whittier Boulevard, 1/2 mile west of Colima.
In Chula Vista, California, cable is hooked up an elementary school with San Diego State University 20 miles away.
This afternoon, we get our first opportunity to meet with Dr. Stephen Barlow at the San Diego State Electron Microscope Facility. Steve, is this a fly?
Yes, it's a fruit fly.
Technology really enhances the learning process.
The Chula Vista kids study at San Diego State every day, thanks to cable. The future is on cable.
The Volvo 850 Turbo. And the brand new BMW 328i. 0 to 60, anyone? How about a quarter mile? The ultimate driving machine outdone by a Volvo wagon. Is nothing sacred?
Hey, is that what I think it is? Yeah, it's my new Wagner Power Painter. Well, can you edge with it? Yeah, you can edge like this, or adjust it to control the paint up close. And when I'm done, I'm gonna switch nozzles and stain my deck. Do a lot of other jobs I've been meaning to do. Well, does it clean up easy? Yeah, it's quicker than you think.
Why am I painting this by hand?
Good question. Get a Wagner.
I see skies are blue, clouds are...
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
I have a dream. My poor little children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of
What a wonderful world.
Every American Standard air conditioner must endure literally hundreds of inspections before being permitted to leave the factory. And if any little thing is less than perfect, well, we have ways of dealing with troublemakers. Built to a higher standard, American Standard air conditioning.
On the Discovery Channel, weekdays. Weekday wings, up close, inside. Find yourself here on the Discovery Channel.